Hi, Floss Tube.
Hi, Floss Tube.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jane.
And we're the BosStitchers. Today is, we're all the way to December 30th. Ready to say goodbye to 2021.
Mm-hmm.
This is episode 36, and thank you for joining us. We hope you had a great Christmas if you celebrate. And here we are.
Here we are.
Ready for another holiday.
Yeah.
Get any special cards, Jane?
So I have to show you guys what I think is a kind of an interesting card. So my husband got a card from the New England Patriots. And so this is the card. And I don't know, but you tell me. Is this cross stitch or is this cross stitch?
That is cross stitch.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's all of these little X's. So
I wonder who at the Patriots did that.
I don't know. I think, but you know, I'm putting it out to all of the Patriots players that if you
many
want,
of whom I'm sure are regular fans of the
exactly.
show. Yeah.
If you want to learn to cross stitch, it's very relaxing and may actually help you focus on the game. So just email us or text us, and we'd be happy to show you how to cross stitch.
That is great.
Funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Glad you picked up on that.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, Jane,
Yeah.
are you ready to throw out the first stitch?
I am.
All right.
Okay, I have. Let's see. It feels like forever since we've done a video.
It really does. We feel out of practice, so
Yeah, so bear with
be
us.
kind.
Yeah. First one is I'm doing Under the Sea, and this comes from the Stoney Creek Nature's Best for the Bath book. And I'm doing this here. Worked just a little bit on it because I'm doing this for a friend's birthday, and her birthday is in a couple of weeks, and I'm not going to have it done. But so I didn't take most of these out of the Q-snap because frankly, it's just been an exhausting week. So,
wait a minute. Has someone made fun of me for that in the past? Oh, it's so hard to take them out of the Q-snap.
Anyway, this is it. I started working on this bottom fish here. I still have a bunch to do up here, but it's so confetti heavy that I just have to move around a little bit. So
love the colors in that, though. Yeah.
And then I'm doing No New Starts 22 and 22. So starting in I think it was the 12th of December.
Oh yeah, you finally could actually do some new starts.
Yeah, I got to do some new starts.
How did it feel?
Oh, it was awesome.
All that pent-up energy.
That's right.
Wait a minute. Did you buy enough projects this year to have
barely. I think I'm going
to
to have to buy a few more. So, anyway, so then this one is a long dog sampler, and this is Anzak. And,
I can't wait to see this one.
Well, it's only 200. It's only 200 stitches. So
throughout the year.
Yeah. And let's see, it goes this way. So that's like nothing.
But it's a start.
But it's a start, and it's 200 stitches, which is what I needed to do. I'm doing this on 28 count Cashel linen in the color sand.
Just love this color combination.
And I'm using Weeks Dye Works Cognac for the floss.
That is terrific.
I think it. So I'm really liking doing this.
Yeah.
And I have it on Pattern Keeper.
Oh, good.
Which is really, it's fun to do it using that too. So
that's great.
Next, I'm doing Sarah, Stitchin Mommy. I'm doing her chart, temperature butterflies. I'll be doing that in 2022. And so this one is where each butterfly represents a month and each little section represents the temperature. I guess you could do either high or low. I guess you do high of the day. So if anyone has purchased this chart though, you should have gotten an email recently from Sarah saying that the original chart, she didn't want, it was that you stitched on one side of the butterfly all the way down and then the other side. But she wanted it, she felt that it needed to be symmetrical. So she sent out a new chart for everybody so that like the first day's here, second day is over here, and you kind of go back and forth. So if you've purchased this, look for that email, or if you haven't gotten it, just send her an email and she'll send you the updated chart. I'm really looking forward to doing this.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Fun to look back on, too.
Yeah, and I wanted to do one of these for a while, and the butterflies just kind of caught my eye. But
so there's a lot of prep stitching then.
There is a lot of prep stitching, and so far I've gotten part of one of the butterflies done.
Nice fabric.
This is 28 count. It's a Lugana, and it's Glacier by Picture This Plus. Nice. I'm a little worried about, depending on what the temperature is, but I'm a little worried about how the blues will come out, but, I'll just make adjustments for it.
And is it black all around it?
It's 3799.
Okay.
So like a grayish.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet they'll show up fine then.
Yeah, it should be okay. But I got to do all the outlines of the butterflies. I think what I'm going to do is rather than doing it 4 across, 3 down, I think I'm going to do it 3 across and 4 down. I can figure out how
kind of
to do
like
that.
the seasons more almost.
Yeah, like quarters or
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds
That's
good.
that. Then I had another new start.
Ooh.
And this one is called Halloween This Way.
Oh, I love this.
And this is from the Primitive Hare. And I'm doing this on the called for fabric, which is Dark Spell. It's a 30 count linen. And it says big. So that's the linen, which makes me think that there is a small too.
I guess so.
Anyway.
Big enough to fit that at least. That just totally makes that piece though.
Yeah. This linen is pretty cool. And again, I only put 200 stitches in it, but
Because you got to move on.
I got to move on. But I just started in the middle, and I'm doing one of the signs. And this is the whole piece of fabric.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's gonna look great.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a fun one to stitch, and it's a lot of blocks of color too.
Oh,
so
that'll be nice to take places.
Kind of once I do the
the
motifs, then I'll be able to, just fill in.
Great autumn colors in that one.
Yeah, I'm using the called for fabric, called for colors. That's it.
Okay. Well, at long last, this is my long promised, much talked about WIP parade. I can't believe it's finally here.
All right.
Now, mine won't be as long or impressive as many floss tubers, I'm sure, who are doing it this time of year, but it's here nonetheless. And I've actually got some order to this, thanks to Jane's organizational skill. But before we start, I was looking for a couple of more WIPs that I'm not making it. I, like Jane, am doing No New Starts, the 22 in 22 version. So that's what's going to follow. But I was looking for a couple of almost finished projects that I'm going to sub in as time goes on, because that's kind of the beauty of this, is that as you finish a project, if you choose to, you can add in a replacement within the same size category. And I have a couple of smalls in mind, but I did not find them. But I did find a couple, and this is definitely an oldie. This is, and I don't have a picture to show you because I have a feeling that I cut this out and probably put it in a card for someone and said, this is what you're going to get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you probably don't remember who that was either.
I hope I gave that person something else. So no picture, but this is pretty much, like, see, this is one of those almost done and then I put down. And it's why limit happy to an hour. So just kind of a fun little stitch. Clearly a kit with very cheap white 14 count aider in it. But
that must be almost done.
It is. Look at it.
Yeah.
I think I just have a little bit to finish up here. And there might have been some little things. I think there's some little sequins that you put on the olives or whatever. So, you know.
Yeah.
I got to get to that.
Definitely.
So the other one is, I have quite a bit done on it, but
now,
it is larger.
Is that still in print, or do you know anything about it?
This is a Design Works kit.
Okay.
I am not sure if it's still in print.
Okay.
This other one I would say is, this is a Bothy Threads kit, and it's a Moira Blackburn sampler. And it is called Country Cottage.
That's really nice.
It is really nice.
Yeah. I like Moira Blackburn.
I do. I like her too. You know, this again something that I got quite a bit done on, and then I'm sure something else caught my eye, and I moved on. So it is the kit with all the threads, and this is 16 count tan, I would say, of some sort. Sorry for all the wrinkles. It's been sitting in here for a long time. So I still have a lot to do, but I did get quite a bit done.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So this is something that I could see myself, again, not part of the 22 starts, but subbing in once I finish something in that category. I would gather this is probably a medium size.
Yep.
So that's that. So now we're on to the 22. And in my case, that is 19. I've got 3 open spaces, 2 of which I know what I want to do. One is, I'm just saying, an open in the medium category. And my other 2 is to finally start a Hade, which is in the BAP category, big ass projects. And we all know that is true. It's Beauty of Fall, I believe. And but I'll show you that another time once I start. And I also have a Praiseworthy Stitches Grace. So that's to be started later on.
No.
But on to the WIPs. Oops, I think I put these in reverse order. Okay, so
do you have a box for me or no?
I do. I have. Yeah, it's right behind you.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm in charge of putting them back
She's
in
the
order.
replacement,
That's
which
right.
is very important.
Okay. Yes. Here we go.
All right. So the first one is a Lindy Stitches, and I bought the kit for this. I think that was a couple of gallerias ago. and it is Let Us Rejoice and Eat Cake. And it has all the fixins with it. Not that I plan on putting it together, but send that off to our finisher. And I'm also on the, no, I just have to see what the top and the bottom was here, but this is how far I got. And I've also really been on this kick to get the 200 stitches in as much as I could. And for me, that's really hard to put something down and move on to the next thing. But I wanted to get as many of these sort of named as I could. And that's on 32 count. I'm going to say Demoiselle linen. Anyone that speaks French, please feel free to correct me on that. And that came with the called for weeks threads, and then you had to add some DMCs of your own. So that should be a nice, relatively quick finish. Be nice to have for a gift, perhaps. The next one was kind of a fun stitch. Now, admittedly, I got this in my defense back when we had Tiger. But I am doing the one with the dog theme more. And I'm using called for colors in the pattern, but not in the way that they're here. I'm doing it in the darker hues. I'm not doing that rainbow sort of effect. And I am doing it on the called for fabric, which is 28 count. Picture This Plus Cashel linen in Valor. That is not showing up exactly right. It's a little bit better there, maybe. I feel like it's a little lighter, maybe, than it's showing there.
Pretty.
Yeah, I like that fabric.
Yeah.
And that also should be a relatively quick one. Next.
I think I have to do this one when
Oh, you
you're
do,
done.
yes, for sure. So last year I did my, 2021, I did my first Prairie Schooler Santa, and I did 21, which I liked. I don't have any desire to do them all, so I'm pulling my favorites. And this with the snowshoeing Santa is definitely one of my favorites. This is 2011. And I'm using the called for DMCs, but I'm doing this on Color and Cotton Chickpea 28 count Lugana. And that was the July Neutral Club selection. So, bit of a start
Got a good
on
start
him.
on that.
Yeah. Always a little more on those Prairie Schoolers than you think, but lots of red there, but fun all the same.
Nice.
Now here's another one that falls in that category of just about finished, and then something took my attention away. This is the Mill Hill kit.
I remember this.
Pomegranates, yeah. This was a big fall of 20, I think, that I was working on. So I think I'm basically down to the beads. And I remember putting those beads in a little bowl in the living room on a shelf. And I'm really hoping that's still there. If not, I suppose Mill Hill does sell them separately, don't they? Yeah, so not much at all to do. Part of my problem, I know, with this is that it's not like the total reason that I haven't gone back to it. And I do love this. I have a thing for pomegranates, so, and I love the red colors and everything in it. But like, I'm not going to carry beads with me. I guess somewhere to work on. So kind of slowed me down a lot. And you know, in the 22 and 22, as we said, when you finish something, you can fill that space in the same size. So I'm kind of thinking of keeping that spot for a Mill Hill.
Oh, yeah.
The next one is one that, excuse me, I very much like. This is Cocoa Time by, by Ink Circles. I picked this up and all the materials at Galleria this year. And I just love everything about that. The colors, the pattern. And I really love this fabric that I'm doing it on as well. Again, this was got my 200 in on this and then moved on. It's all classic color works. It's there they are, which is really a beautiful palette. And the fabric, which I think is just gorgeous, is Fabrics by Stephanie, and it's 28 count Lugana in Briar Rose.
That's really pretty.
Yeah, I love that. I never had Fabric by Stephanie. Oh, honey. Put that. Aren't those just gorgeous?
Yeah. There's a little pink one here too.
We were so happy to see her at
Galleria.
Yeah, especially since Color and Cotton didn't make it at times.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Her
that
fabric
was really
went really
good.
fast.
Oh, it sure did. That was the place you had to be, right, when it opened.
Yep.
Next is one that is from the Just Cross Stitch magazine, June of 21. And it's called Home. And it's a little pillow. And there's a chart where you can personalize it with latitude and longitude. And I am doing it for my cousin who lives in California and moved this past year from one location to another by the ocean. So
That's a
I
good
thought
cousin
that
to
would
have.
be, yeah. Yeah, I do so much traveling these days.
Well,
This is probably a bit more than 200 stitches, but
I like that.
not too much more.
Yeah,
This,
I like
this
this.
should also be pretty quick.
Yeah, I like this chart.
And this was also on another, I kind of made some good use of the Color and Cotton neutral selections they sent this year. This is Garden Path, also Lugana, 28 count. So
Nice.
that should be coming out again soon.
And this is a quick stitch.
It is, yes. You know, what kind of some of those confidence builders to
Yeah.
get a finish or two under your
I
belt,
know.
right?
Yep.
Well, speaking of that.
Oh, I like
this
your bag.
Oh, I love this bag. This was from our friend Tracy at OG Stitchery. A J for Jane and a C for Chris.
Yeah.
That was really nice. This is the perfect size.
Yeah.
I use this all summer long. Because you may recall that this was my pool stitch this year. And it was, this is by Clark. It's this little magnet kit, wine and cheese. And thank you. This was great because I figured being by the pool, if it happened to get wet, the plastic canvas was a better choice. Now, when I look at this and think, how long were you at that pool this summer, Chris? I guess there was more talking than stitching going on there, but
It's okay.
it brings back good memories, and again, one that can be easily portable and finished sometime soon. All right, this next one is near and dear to my heart. I had this for quite a while before I had seen Erin, Two Martini Stitcher, do this some time back now. Another Ink Circles, and it's Quaker Genetics. And I can't say I've finished any Quakers, but I've certainly purchased a lot of them in the past year. And as I say, this one is near and dear to my heart, and I am doing it for my daughter. I'm sure it's not as near and dear to her heart, but as I mentioned, she finished her PhD in biology last month, so I'm going to try to finish this up for her this year. So got about that much done.
I love that.
And I just love this fabric, which is 28 count, I believe. Yeah, Wood Violet Jovelin. Just a really pretty shade.
Nice and soft.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Is that a Zweigart? Or?
That is a good question. I'm not quite sure if that was or not.
It's really pretty.
Yeah. And I pretty much am using the called for Gentle Arts on this. It's a nice palette. It's a little messy at the moment, but trust me on that one. I love this cherry bark color. When I started it, I think, or kitted it up, something wasn't available, but I think I copied what Erin did, and I may either stick with that, or if the other one was in, I maybe got it by now. All right. Now this next one is kind of a departure for me. It's called Nature's Peace. It's by Carriage House Samplings.
I'm glad you're branching out.
I am, aren't I? I don't think I've ever done
this one.
Carriage House.
I like this one a lot.
I'm not like a big nature person, but there is something about this that just grabs you, isn't there?
I know.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. This was one I started last week to get my 200 stitches in, and it really was a hard one for me to put down.
It just says it's inspired by a road trip through the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah.
So.
My kids just went to Denver, and I was showing it to my daughter, and she said, "Yeah, that's nice. I didn't see any of those animals, but anyway, they did see bison." So this really is just about a 200 one. And I absolutely love this fabric. It's Stitch Me in 28 count Lugana Ledger. And it just has, isn't it?
Yeah.
It has like the perfect modeling for this.
Yeah. It's really nice.
I do love Legacy, which is shown in the model, but I do not have any Legacy.
Like green, but
yeah, and this is almost more blue.
Yeah, this is more blue, but it's really
I really
nice.
like it on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is a twofer in this package. I'll start with the first one I started here. This is A Good Marriage, an Imaginating pattern by Mary Englebright, who I used to love her designs years ago. And saw this year and picked it up. And I had thought that I would do this for my husband and my 30th wedding anniversary in 2022, but I think I've now changed this for my daughter, who will be getting married in 2023 instead. Gives me about 6 months more maybe to finish this, and I can always whip it up another time.
And this says, there is no more lovely, friendly, and charming relationship, communion, or company than a good marriage.
How true, huh? So this is on 18 count Ada, black, And I'm using the very bright called for DMC palette that's on there. That's a fun one. Okay, this one is...
Oh, I like this one too.
Yeah, is little. It's from Sweet Wing Studio. First time I bought one of their patents. And it's Let Heaven and Nature Sing. And as I posted on Instagram this week, I started this last Sunday. And I worked on it all afternoon. I got my 200 stitches in, and it was painful. It's 36 count on a really beautiful fabric by Stephanie, which I'm going to pronounce Cersei, Cersei. It's just gorgeous, but 36 count on a dark fabric really puts my eyesight to the brink. So I'm happy I got that much of it done.
And it's a small one.
It's a small one. And I will finish it, but I'm happy to put it away for a while. So usually I say, oh, I just can't put these down. That one, yeah, I could. This is actually another one I could put down as well. This is Let's Talk Summer by Hands on Design. And I love Kathy's designs, but I have done the other 3 seasons by now. I've never done a whole monthly series or anything, or even the 4 seasons. So this is a bit of a departure for me. But I do like the other 3, especially fall and winter. And yeah, I think that's pretty good. I have a space in the front hallway. I got them all framed the same way, and they fit very nicely in there. So I am going to get this done. But it's number 4, and I'm not much of a summer stitcher. So, but it is on 18 count dirty chalkboard by Bestitch Me. And I've done 2 of the other 3 in that, and I do love that fabric. I just love that faded look to it versus the, pure black Ada. So it will get done.
It will get done.
Yeah. All right. Next is another fun stitch. And this is, I guess I'd say, a small sale that Tracy of OG Stitchery and our friend Kristen from our Stitch Group of the World in Stitches, we started. And it's Last Stitch Cemetery. And, excuse me, I have stared at this on the wall at the World in Stitches from the day that I walked in. And I think maybe I've got it the day that Tracy and Kristen decided to buy it. But this was clearly under the category. I'm sure if she didn't say it, Jane wanted to say to me, just buy it. So I did. And I've started on it. It's and I'm doing it on another great coloring cotton fabric. This is Valor 32 count linen. I think this must be when I finally decided I had enough of their 28 count Lugana and maybe I should switch. So this has more than the 200 in it as well. Yeah, that's a fun one. It's a hindsight pattern, so it has a cute little, they always do those great little charms. I think they're too small to see, but it's like a spider and a pair of scissors, and it's very funny what it says on it. All right. Oh, here is one of my favorites that I have Jane
In your Studio 88 West
for.
bag.
In my lovely Studio 88 West bag. And all my favorites together in one spot. This is Portuguese Fish. And I had been admiring this as a kid. And Jane purchased a number of back issues of English cross-stitch magazines a week or two at The World in Stitches, and had brought them to me last year, actually when I was recovering from foot surgery, so it was the perfect thing, and I just love this. And the only reason it hasn't gotten more love through the year is because this is going to be for me, so I've needed to concentrate on other things, but
This is the World of Cross Stitching magazine. I'm trying to figure out.
It's
March
18,
yeah,
I think
March
I wrote that down.
2018.
Yeah.
So it's this, it's this magazine.
Yes. And this is on a fabric that I absolutely love too. This is 32 count Zweigart Lugana in Silvery Moon.
Pretty.
It's just perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's really pretty.
Yeah, I'm glad I should have a chunk of that left over for do something else on too.
Yeah.
So that is one that I'm really looking forward to getting back to.
Look at a nice variety here.
Yeah, fine. Here's another lovely bag by our friend Missy. And we know she and Kathy are going to be starting a floss tube sometime soon. And we'll talk more about them later. But I love London. We went there in October of 19, my husband and I, with my daughter and her fiance. And London was everything I always knew it would be. So this makes me happy every time I pick this up. And this is a fun stitch. It's Lucy Beam's I Will Find You. And the saying on it is, I don't know who used my fabric scissors, but I will find you. And I am doing this for a fabulous quilter friend of Jane and I from our craft group of friends, and she doesn't watch this, so I don't. I think it will remain a surprise.
Yeah.
So I'm dying to finish this up and give that to her. I'm counting on this.
What fabric is that? It's a nice
This
fabric.
is a really nice fabric too. Well, it's Legacy, and it's linen, and it is 28 count, and it admittedly is not clear to me if that's Picture This Plus
I think.
Legacy.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
it
I bet
doesn't
it is.
say,
I'm sure it
and
is. Yeah.
I got it from a different seller, but yeah, probably is, because it is lovely and has that great feel and modeling to it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had, Jane, or this would be one big fat mess.
I gotta show the inside of this. Look at all the crowns on the inside.
I know, isn't that beautiful? Inside and out. Okay, so this was a last minute kind of start last weekend. I hadn't planned on putting this in my rotation, but anyone who watches this channel knows that I am a Pine Mountain kit fan. I always have a bunch of them for like little presents throughout the year, and a number of them that I give out for work gifts at Christmas. And this is at least the third time that I've done this one, possibly more. And I was cleaning out drawers and I found the whole kit, and I just thought, I absolutely have to have a Pine Mountain done this year. I mean, I'm
You should
gonna
keep
have
one for yourself.
I think I will. Yeah. And I'm gonna have some occasion for it. So I got it out and got my 200 stitches in. Whoops. And then probably a little bit more.
Nice.
So I have no worries about this getting finished during the year, as these are always, easy take-alongs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and a pro tip, if you're
Right.
looking for this, you can find it on 123, except
Spell it wrong.
yeah, spell it wrong. 123 has it as WONDEROUS. So you can find it, but it's spelled wrong. So. Because of you, I bought this kit. Too,
I
so
know.
that'll be
Yeah,
one of-
yeah.
I might be doing that this year too.
I should get a percentage of sales from them, huh? This is something that you will have looked familiar to previous viewers. This is Fat Corner Shop's Autumn Stitch Along, called Autumn Beauties. And I believe this came out in November. No, it must have been October. That would make more sense anyway, wouldn't it? Must have been 5 Fridays in October, I think. And I worked on this exclusively at the Frugal Yankee Stitching Retreat at East Hill Farm, where a wonderful time was had by all. And yes, I'm still just on the border of that.
Well, it matches though.
It matches.
So, phew.
Oh yeah, that would have been a big problem if this one hadn't.
You only
And
got a little bit left.
Yeah, I actually do have to fill them in, but you know, this
Yeah.
is such a great take-along project for that. And oh, what a surprise! This is from another Coloring Cotton fabric of the month. This is Spiced Honey.
I love this one.
Yeah, this is gorgeous too. I hope it shows as lovely
back
as it
maybe a
is.
little.
Yeah.
It's not quite getting it.
All
but
right.
It's a really nice tan.
Yeah, it is. And that's a 28 count Lugana. Oh, and this is my, when I won that Black Needle Society
Oh,
box
yeah.
at Valor.
Yeah.
That was a great, well, lots of great things in there, but that
Needle
minder,
minder.
yeah. Oh, and I did buy the Coloring Cotton thread pack from Fat Water Shop for that too. And just gorgeous colors on that. Next is another one I love. That it's called All Is Bright, and it is in this Hirschner's big book of Christmas crafts. And for anyone that might look for it, it's the Make It Merry edition. I think it wasn't 21, might have been 20, or I don't know if I've been talking about this even longer. But I've just loved this for a long time. It's All Is Calm. All is calm, all is bright.
That's nice.
Love those colors, love the sentiment, the blending of
Yep.
sea with Christmas. And I'm using the called for DMCs on this. And I'm doing it on another piece of Bestitch Me fabric that I love. And I don't know what it is. It does look very similar to Ledger that I did, I'm doing Nature's Piece on, but it seems to have a little
It's a lot more modeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sadly, I'm not sure exactly what this is. It is in 28 count Lugana, and
pretty.
I got my 200 in there. Thank you. And last but not least is a Stoney Creek patent that I picked up when Jane and I were at Needleworkers Delight this summer. And it's called Beach Bounty. And I'm using loads of the called for DMCs that's in it. And there's also some fancy threads. This is the border is a week's dye work.
There's the DMC list.
Yeah. Yeah, and then on top of that, there's
Doesn't look like there would be that many, but
I know,
yeah.
but they never do, right?
Right.
And then so this is weeks that's in here, and there's some rainbow threads and few buttons, which I may or may not do. And oh, I love this fabric too. I also got this at Needleworker's Delight. It's some Silk Weavers, and it's 32 count. Sorry, just I wrote that down somewhere. It's Wexford in Smoky Pearl.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. It's a great
Feels
feel
great,
to it.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
easy to work with. Actually, it was the project that I started when I put down Let Heaven and Nature Sing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
after that 36 count dark linen, this is just like
A
a
dream.
dream. Yeah, yeah. It almost like feels a little wool on it, doesn't it?
It does.
It's a
yeah,
different.
it feels
Yeah,
nice though.
but so easy
like-
to stitch on, and just a
Yeah.
beautiful color, very subtle modeling to it. So that's it.
Does this belong with this?
Oh, I hope it does. If not, I'll throw it back in, I guess, where it went.
Okay.
And I think that's it at long last.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some great projects.
Yeah, it should be a fun year.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. And a lot of
variation, too.
smalls, too. So,
I'm going to be doing a lot of smalls.
yeah.
I need to get rid of
So
some
we
of my
should
smalls.
be, right, we
yeah.
should be knocking off some projects.
So you have 3 and you don't know what they're going to be yet, or you have
Well, I
some
have 3
idea?
open spots.
Right.
One's the Hade.
Oh yeah.
The other, I thought I probably didn't bring those down with me. I think that's called Beauty of Fall. The Simple Gifts one of Praiseworthy Stitches. I
Oh, yeah.
love that, and those
Yeah, yeah.
beautiful,
It's purples, right?
yeah, a Quaker. And the other is truly an open, so I put that in as a medium project.
All right. Good.
Yeah,
All right.
phew.
Yeah. Maybe next time I can get mine together and
That would be
I
great.
can show you my
Yeah,
20
I'm sure you have a
2 or so that I'm going
impressive.
to be doing. So,
Yeah. On to
okay.
finishes?
On to finishes.
Okay.
You got any finishes?
No finishes.
Me
no.
neither. FFOs.
I do. I do
Okay.
have a couple.
All right.
I have one to show, 4 for 4. I think I showed that last time as it was heading off to our
Yeah.
finisher, or maybe I just had the pattern and I didn't have the
No,
I
I
think it
think you
was
had
with
it
her?
finished.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think you had it you should have the
Yeah,
finish.
well, as always, Janet did a lovely job. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just gonna say that's this little piece of like rawhide on it.
Yeah. It's really
Yeah,
cute.
I love that. That was such a fun stitch to do. That Silver Creek pattern, right?
Oh yeah.
Silver Creek samplers.
Yeah.
And this one, Pine Mountain, this was my last work gift to finish up. And that was, I think, in pretty good shape when I showed it last time. So finished it. It's gone. Jane's going to try to put a picture in for me.
Yep.
And that's it for me.
Okay. I have a couple of.
I think you have some pretty exciting things.
I have a couple of FFOs. So one is, and I can't remember where I got this. It was it's a snowman, a skating snowman, and I got it from a magazine. I don't remember which one. And but I did it on 32 count linen. It was April Showers from Bestitch Me. I don't have it's a Christmas ornament that I made for my great niece. So I had to stitch it up quick and get it to my finisher so that I could so that she could have it for Christmas after I was able to start things.
Yes.
But
Yeah, you really work quickly on that.
so that's gone. But I'm gonna put I'll put a picture of it in.
And I'm sure she's going to love that from Auntie Jane
Oh
for
yeah,
years to come.
Oh sure she will. The next thing was Thanksgiving Mr. Owl from Barefoot Needle Art, and this was on a 32 count linen in vintage blue whisper, and my finisher made it into a little pillow.
That is adorable.
So she put some Halloween fabric on the back.
Just perfect. You got a lot done on that at Stitching at the Farm, didn't you?
This one, yeah, I did a lot. Yeah, most of it I did because this was all
nice
like
big blocks.
fill in. Yeah, so that would.
I think you needed that after like all your confetti stitching on the fish and what Freedom Ring and
it was good.
You deserve that.
And then my other FFO, and you've seen this before, but this is was made into a pillow. And this is, let me just find my in here. Okay, this is Rats by Glendon Place. And so she made this into a little pillow for me, and I put these beads on. Or these little buttons on, and she put the black rickrack on, and
you found those in the World in Stitches, didn't you?
I did, yeah. And that's the back fabric. So
that is really fun.
Cute. And then
you're ready for every season now.
I know. And then finally, this was a free chart from the Drawn Thread for the Be Well and Stitch hashtag for 2020. We are not out of the pandemic,
unfortunately.
So I thought that I needed to do another one for 2021, and this is the one I chose. This is on a 32 count. It's a Belfast linen, and it's called Black Chocolate. I don't know who the manufacturer is, but that's it. And that's the back fabric, which I love. And again, she put this on a little hanger.
Very nice.
So I like that.
Yeah.
Came out really cute. I like the little piping fabric that
nice
she put on the edge.
Yeah.
And then I had one more FFO, which I actually just finished today.
Oh, and a very impressive one.
This was a chart that I had a long time, and then it's
back when AC Moore was in business.
That's right, and
I bet it was 50% off.
It was 50% off. You can see the big red tag right here. So this is a Dimensions Gold kit. It's called Underwater Paradise. I stitched this a while ago. 2017 is when I actually finished it, and I just got around to framing it, and I just finished framing it today. So let me see if I can hold this up.
It is lovely. See if we can get that glare off of it.
Yeah. So
that is beautiful. Such great colors in that.
And so it's just I just put it in a black metal frame and just chose a piece of matte because I didn't want the edge to go right up to the edge. So, but
boy, you got really good at
pretty good
back stitching from doing that one, didn't you, Jane?
Yeah, there's a lot of back stitching in this for sure. Absolutely, there's
Dimensions
a lot of back
hallmark.
stitching. That's right.
That was terrific.
Yeah.
Great stitching.
Yeah,
great
I thought it came out
framing
pretty
job.
good. Yeah.
Got a spot picked out for that? That's,
I don't. No, not yet. I always said,
Yeah.
where are we going to put it? I said, I don't know. He goes, well, we don't have much wall space anymore. I'm like, "No, I'll find a space for it. You can bet on that. So.
Take down a few sports photos and you're all set, right?
Yeah.
You don't don't need that hockey puck collection, do you, Howie?
So anyway, so that's my FFOs.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah, so let's see. Next, random acts of kindness.
Oh, yes.
So, want to thank our friend Lillian from Northern Canada, who gave Chris and I dog neckerchiefs, and they came out so cute. It has the Canadian flag on it, and so I really love them, and I'm gonna put in a couple of pictures. The first pictures will be of my beagle Chester with his neckerchief, and then the second ones will be of Lefty, my other beagle, with her neckerchiefs. So
Chester seems like he stood still long enough.
He
for that.
did. I think he kind of liked modeling that.
I think so.
Yeah,
He looks very handsome.
yeah. So
and Lefty's dependable.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks again to Lillian. That's it was very sweet, and the dogs look great in them. So, my second random act of kindness was from our viewer and Chris's friend Diane, and she sent me this ornament, and it's a little sheep.
She knows Jane's love of farm animals after watching the In East Hill Farm episode.
Yeah. Yep. I do love them.
It is. That's adorable.
It is really cute.
Diane made me a very cute snowman with the mask on. And my husband actually took down the tree today, so it has been put safely away until next year. So we'll have to show it then.
Yeah.
But thank you, Diane. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your kind gifts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was
and
very nice.
I think you're going to have a floss tube pretty soon to show all those.
Yeah. Oh, that would be great.
You're whipping up.
Yeah, that would be great. All right. Haul. Do you have any haul?
Oh, I do have a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see. I think maybe you mentioned that Randy at the World in Stitches is having a sale, New Year's sale. And
she's going to be open for the first time ever on New Year's Day.
Yeah, we're planning on being there.
Yeah.
So there are a couple of things that I guess these were like point of sale purchases or whatever that just caught my eye. I'm always it's not like I love the movie even, but I'm always drawn to things about Mary Poppins. So this was a cute one. Oh, I think it's also the London stuff that I love on this. Anything can happen. Open different doors. You may find a you there that you never knew was yours. So that'd be a fun little stitch.
I've liked that one for a long time.
Yeah. And this other one I got, that first one was by the Little Stitcher. Don't think I have anything else of hers. And this is a Plum Street sampler. And it is Mount Vernon Christmas. And my daughter went to college in Maryland at Washington College. And they bill themselves as the first college in the New World, meaning clearly Harvard is older, but they were the first one after 1776. And they have this tradition of, in their freshman year as a class, they'd have an event at Mount Vernon, and then in their senior year, they'd return. So again, I certainly realize this is more for me than her, but I just thought I would make her this Mount Vernon Christmas. And I'm going to use all the, it's a combination of Weeks threads and that I'm still gathering, and DMCs. I'd say, that's a quick little stitch, but actually
That
that's
house
a
is gonna
big
be,
darn house,
yeah,
so
that house is
I don't
gonna
think
be.
that's as quick as I might like to think it is.
Oh, 112 by 62, so not too bad, but that's a lot
Yeah,
of, that's
just
a lot
steady.
of house.
Yeah. This next is another Sweet Wing Studio. So once I get through my Let Heaven and Nature sing, this was just so cute. Make it sweet. I did a, I think that was Raise the Roof design, which somebody kindly put on a giveaway table a couple of gallerias ago, and it was My Comb Runneth Over, and I gave that away as a gift this year. So I think I'll make this little pillow instead.
I like that.
And last but not least, this is one of those things I just eyed for a long time. It's Sue Hillis, more Bah Humbug, and my husband is a huge Christmas Carol fan, so I'm gonna whip these up for Christmas
I like
next
that. It's
year.
like the broken
Yeah.
ornament and the dog that peed on the snowman, the burnt ginger tangled lights, and then the broken candy cane.
Pretty much covers it all,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Yeah. No, actually, I think there's 2 sets of these. So
Yeah, because
there's
I think
another
this is the
whole
second
thing.
one, or
Yeah.
is this the
More
'cause-
Bah
right?
Humbug,
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
another
actually,
whole set of.
yeah, this is the.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Actually, that's
I
the
think,
that's the other
I've got
set.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's good.
that's cute.
So that should be fun.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
All right, let me show you what I
All
got.
right.
So I went to Randy's yesterday. Excuse me.
There was something left for you?
Well, I needed a piece of fabric because I am having a New Year, New Start. And my New Year, New Start is going to be Michael Jolly Designs Little Women. So I'm going to start that on January
That
1st.
is an auspicious date for a project like that.
And
Oh,
I
you
got
some nice fabric.
Seraphim fabric, and I got Dusty Rose.
Ooh,
So
that's very nice.
and that's showing up.
It almost
that's showing up.
Yeah, pink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's showing up pretty good.
yeah. I almost see it better on the camera.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like pink and gray and
Very nice.
beige, really, pink and beige. So looking forward to starting that.
That's good.
And that is I think that's a BAP.
I bet it is.
I think it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
If it isn't, it should be.
And then I got took advantage of so the sale is not on fabric or fibers, but I took advantage of the 20% off sale and got a few charts.
I think actually it's not on like hand dyes and specialty fibers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
You know, like
Yeah, yeah.
DMCs are on sale.
Oh, I see.
And
Okay.
maybe some of them like more common fabrics.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
All right.
as well.
Okay, got it. So I saw this and had to get it. This is called Phantom Plantation by Glendon Place.
That looks like that could be in the BAP category too.
Oh, let's
Oh,
see.
yeah.
274 by
280. Oh, yeah.
168. Yeah. But I just love I love the vulture up here. I love the spider web. I love the horse that's a skeleton. And I think the house is really cool.
That is really
So
cool. Do you have the fabric for that yet?
I do not.
Yeah.
Let's see. It calls for
That's
feldspar.
pretty.
So we'll see
Yeah,
what I
very
see if I
nice.
have something And then this one I just liked. I don't know, but it just
that is a cute
caught
one.
my eye. This is a Olenschlager chart, and it doesn't have a name, so I don't know. I'm calling it Two Boys Watching a Sailboat or whatever. You know, two boys on a pier looking at a sailboat. But it's kind of that sepia
designer.
Oh no,
No.
they have some really nice charts. Yeah. All right, and then this one. This is called Santa Collection, and it's this one is number 3, and the designer is My Fanny. And
Another new one.
yeah, so she, I'm assuming, has an Etsy shop, and she has a series of these, and there's like 12 of them. And she has Santas with, she has some with chickens and geese and dogs, you know, a snowman. But they're very, very cute. And
That is cute.
so I picked that up too. And that was it. So I restrained myself.
And you certainly did. Yeah, I'm quite proud of you.
Yeah. Thank you.
I guess that leads us to our plans.
Yes, let's talk about plants.
And we have them.
We do. We certainly do. Yeah. So do you want to...
Oh,
go ahead.
Okay, all right. So our friends in Maine, Missy and Kathy, came up with a great plan to add a little more fun, I guess, into our year. And they certainly used WIP Go by Jessie Marie as the inspiration. And Kathy developed a board for me, which is called Boss Me, as in boss, B-O-S, and M-E for Maine, as they will soon be the Maine Stitchers and Floss Tube in some form or other. And suggested that we really make it our own. We could certainly put our cross-stitch projects on there, but also add some other things you might want to do, whether it be work on an alternate craft or read a book or take a day off or whatever. So the 4 of us had fun putting those together. And Kathy drew the numbers for it. It's a bingo style, just like WIP Go is. And they were really great numbers, actually. I think we were all pretty happy with the selection. So Jane has hers to show.
Yeah, so I'll just show you quickly mine and just point out, you know, a couple of things. So one of my... so there's certainly stitching on here, like to stitch on Under the Sea, well, finish Under the Sea, to work on Anzak for 7 days. The ones that were called is I have the Winnie the Pooh tree, and that's to work on 7 days. The Free Space was called, and in this the first month we decided to do the 5 because otherwise it doesn't come out even.
Right,
so
because we are only going to do this, at least this version or this particular chart for 6 months.
Yeah, so she's picking 4. And then mine is, I had Let Freedom Ring as a finish. So I was hoping that would be called like kind of, you know, in a few... Huh? But one of the things that was called is to update my wish list. Oh, so that's gonna be, I'm gonna enjoy
Priority
that.
1.
Yeah. And then the other thing for me that was called was choose a pattern and fabric for the StitchCon Smalls Exchange.
Good point.
But one, you know, so I also have on here to alphabetize my overdyed floss. I do have, one of my things is to read a book, a book called A Single Thread. It's by Tracy Chevalier, and it's actually it's kind of about stitching.
Nice.
So But I just, picked a bunch of different things, and these are the ones that were called, and hopefully I'll be able to get some of them finished.
I don't remember all my 5, but again, it was a pretty nice way to ease into this because we had the free space, and then mine will like work on a gift project, pretty kind of open-ended.
Yep.
Work on something that I might actually finish.
Okay.
I wish I remembered what they all were. But yeah, they all were kind of like flexible where
Nice.
there are certainly ones that, I think also work on a potential small, giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a lot of overlap, put it that way.
All right.
Yeah. Not much pressure on there.
Good.
And most of mine.
It's not all pressure anyway.
No. Most of mine I put as that I would work on something for either 5 days or 7 days.
Yeah.
So it'll overlap with our no new start stitching, obviously.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So then my other plan is, again, just to start Little Women, and then just the other, what else did I have on here? I have to finalize my no new starts. I just haven't, put that, what my final projects are going to be, because I do have a couple of free spaces too, and I need to think about what those spaces are going to be.
This is quantum leap for me because I don't know if we mentioned it's a Facebook group, and I have never done Facebook, so Jane is coaching me along, and I've seen how much she's achieved on her projects this past year, so I want it in.
I want to do more though. I really only finished like 12 projects last year.
That's not too
they were
shabby.
all smalls, but we'll see what
But
happens.
you made
this
big
year.
gains on other big projects too, like you've set the groundwork for Let Freedom Ring.
Oh,
yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for this year though.
I am too.
I am. I'm looking forward to actually getting a lot of smalls done.
Yeah.
So
There is something gratifying about putting that final stitch in
Right.
and having that finished
And that's
product.
going to be like one of my spaces. So one of my spaces is going to be like a miscellaneous small. So I finish that, and then I'll pull, just kind of
rotating basis.
They kind of like it's almost like they say it's more like kind of a tissue box. So you pull out one, you finish it, and then and then you pull out, then you
Good
pull
description.
out.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised when I got mine together that how many were smalls. The things that appeal to me that I do want to do.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's good.
It is good.
You have to have a bunch more smalls so
Yeah,
that you
to
can
replace them.
right?
I think I've got them at the ready.
Okay.
So,
All right then. I think
that was a long one
that
for
was
us.
it was a
Yeah.
long one.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Yes, thank you very much. And so we'll be back probably in another 2 weeks.
Couple of weeks, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how far we've gotten on all of our projects. But thank you again for stopping by. And
In the meantime, happy stitching.
happy stitching and
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, and be well.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.